Hi, my friends, and welcome to the holiday shop. I can't believe it's this time of year already where we welcome amazing Catholic creators to my platform to show us the beautiful creations that they make and offer you some special inside discounts. So, my first guest this year is going to be Kathleen from Knots of Grace. So let us welcome her.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kathleen. How are you again? Here we are. This time of year rolls around like in a blink of an eye.
Absolutely. And it looks like we did really well coordinating our outfits today to match your background.
Yes, yes. I was trying to get this set up very quickly. And as sometimes what your original thought of doesn't always turn out. But the main thing is that we are here today to give our viewers a little sneak peek of many of the items that you have at your wonderful site, knotsofgrace.com.
Yes. Thank you for sharing with everyone today and for inviting me on. I appreciate it so much. I love being here.
Oh, you're welcome. And I love to always call on you. I know you're very busy. You have a lot of events that have started.
Mhm. Yes.
As a matter of fact, you do have, if anybody is in the Atlanta, Georgia area and you want to check out, if you are close enough that you could pop in and say hi to Kathleen in person, she does have an events tab on her site. So you can check that out and see if you can make it happen.
Yeah. I have 6 shows,
Wow.
6 markets coming up for the rest of the season. So I would love to see anybody and everybody there.
Terrific. Terrific. And Kathleen has always been so gracious with us when she comes on for the holiday shop. This time she's going to be offering a 15% discount on your entire order of $15 or more with the code HOLIDAY24. And that runs from today
Hmm.
through the 9th of December, the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's a way for me to just give forward and to share these. And if it can bring a little bit more joy to people with a little discount, that's wonderful.
Great. Thank you so much again. So I am going to just step aside as I always do and let you take over the platform because I want to be able to get in as many things as possible. And
Sure.
just to let everybody know out there that when you do go on to the knotsofgrace.com site, very easy to see a lot of the things that Kathleen will be showing because she has created a Christmas gift guide.
Yes. And later today, it will actually be on the homepage. I just haven't added it there yet, but you will see it on the homepage when you visit. But it's really easy to find. Knotsofgrace.com, super easy to find. We know those words, so you just have to type them in. But thank you again for bringing me here. I was looking back through, and I was just so grateful about how many times I've been able to share with your viewers, and it's just such a blessing. So thank you. But if you haven't, learned anything, if you don't know about Knots of Grace yet, let me just tell you a little bit about it, and then I'll jump into the products like the one you see behind me. So Knots of Grace started back in 2013, and it's grown over the years. But the primary purpose behind the knots that I tie and that my father-in-law helps me tie, the reason for them is one, to serve. You can pray with them. Obviously, it's a single decade of knotted. It's a single decade rosary or chaplet, but it's also there to serve as a reminder. We are moving so fast in this world. It's just at high speeds, and we have, super busy calendars and all things going on. And so when you see these items, or if you have them in your pocket or on your handbag, wherever you have your knots of grace, when you see them, the intention is for you to pause and to take a moment, reflect on whatever comes forward, whether that's a prayer or just a thank you, Lord, for this moment. Or to stop and pray a decade, wherever the Lord takes you, that's what these are for. So with that, let me jump in. So the one that I wanted to share first. So what I like to do is I like to kind of talk about who I'm thinking that these would be good gifts for. And this is one of our best-selling doorknob rosaries. And as you can, when I just pulled it off an inside doorknob in a bedroom in my home. And this one is our Sacred Shield, St. Benedict, and it's one of our best sellers. And this one, it comes in 4 different colors. This is our tan and gold option. All of them have the beads, and then in between the beads is paracord knots. And so this one is the gold or tan, and then it also, I have it in a really, really dark midnight blue, almost a navy, and then an olive green and a gray color. So like lots of different options. And this one's very durable, heavy duty, and it's also small. And the reason smaller than some of my original door rosaries, and this one is an excellent one for new homeowners or, a newlywed couple as a blessing for their home. Or even for your students or new graduates. These are just small enough. They're large enough to see, but small enough to hang on dorm room doors or, any size of doors that you have. And they're just really nice and very durable. So
And
that
I just love the fact, Kathleen, that when you make these, and I think that was your original intention, is if you have a moment, we all yearn to be able to pray like a whole decade of the rosary. But this way, you can, like you said, just as you're walking through, grab it. Maybe if you're, just going through your house, if you're doing some pickup or cleaning or something like that, and just to have that short prayer that you could fit in,
mhm.
and that conversation with God that should be really part of our whole day, in and out of everything that we do. So I love that. That is one of your original pieces, right? The door rosaries.
The door rosary was what started Knots of Grace
Mm-hmm.
back in 2013. And I still make a lot of that original style of door rosary. The one thing I wanted to share with everyone is the cord that we use, whether it's a large knotted cord or it's this, smaller paracord, or even the smaller paracord that I'll show you in just a moment. All of it is made in the US, and all of it comes from companies that are owned or operated by U.S. veterans. And it's my way of again, giving forward, paying it forward for the blessings that they've given us. And they make really good rope. So, that's a good thing too. So, but yeah, so you're not only supporting a small business here, it's like one step forward. You're supporting some veterans through the process as well. So it's just my little way. But you're right. The door rosary is the original. And then what has happened over the years is whether I needed some grace in different spaces or my customers wanted something similar, but for a different place in their life, I created things for all sorts of spaces. So essentially, I have a single decade rosary for every corner of your life, most likely. And if there isn't one, I want you to tell me where you need one. And so that way I can make you one. So that's just something. So the next one I wanted to share, so that is our one of our St. Benedicts. I have a number of different St. Benedict crucifix options. And this is just one that I've been making for a few years now, and it's been one of our best sellers. But they come in so many beautiful options. So you can go and check those out at the website, knotsofgrace.com. The next one is for travelers and just busy people, moms. But I designed this with, if you've watched before, I designed this specific rosary with my husband in mind when I first was creating it. And I was making rosaries for the rearview mirror, but I wanted something that he could take on his backpack that he uses for travel for work. And so this one is of the whole, it has the Holy Family on one side on the cross. And then on the opposite side, it has St. Christopher and Jesus. And then it has two different medals on it. So it has your St. Benedict, a little medal of St. Benedict there. And then you have St. Michael and your guardian angel. So I like to call this like the Mac Daddy of protection, options that people who you can ask for protection to intercede on your behalf. But as you can see, it's connected here by a lobster clasp, and you can take it on and off. And a lot of times I actually just keep it loose like this, and I'll pray with it this way. And then the next decade, I'll go backwards and then go forwards. And it's kind of a fun little game you play. And then you can kind of hear the little noise too. It's a sweet little jingle that happens with the medals. But these pocket rosaries and this travel rosary as well that I'm sharing, if they happen to go through the washer and dryer, they're not going to ruin. And if for some reason they do, please let me know. But I haven't had one have a problem yet. And mine have gone through the washer and dryer several times because I've forgotten them. But this is just a really great option. It's a great option for those who are on the go all the time, and for students. So if you have a student who is receiving their confirmation, the sacrament of confirmation this year, and they're also a driver, this might be a great option for them too. They can put it on their backpack, they can hang it on their rearview mirror, they can put it in their keys, whatever works with it for them. So that's one. And then I have 3 new pocket rosaries that I just released last month. And one of them it's another, so I'm going to show it to you on a bag here so you can see what I was meaning about. You can loop it over a bag. So this one is a St. Michael Protect Us traveler rosary. So it's the same kind of concept of the Holy Family one that I just showed you. But the difference here is that we have this just stunning cross, and it's like all the textures on it is just amazing. So if you're a fidgeter kind of like me, it's nice to have that texture there, and the tactile. And then we have our miraculous medal here, and then we also have the St. Benedict medal here as well. So this is a new one that you can see out on the website as well. Everything I'm showing to you today is ranging between $6, which is one of the last items, and $27, or excuse me, and $35. So it's very, very reasonable prices for you to have these durable items in your life as reminders and as prayer tools. So that's one of the things that I strive to do, is to have things that that we can all afford. So, and then with the discount, it offers just a little bit more. So here's a couple others. This one here is called the Don't Worry Pocket Rosary. And the reason why is because this, if you remember worry stones, it kind of has the feeling of, like this is metal, but it has that texture of maybe it's a stone. And so, just think of St. Padre Pio, pray and don't worry when you're using this one. And it's just a very what's the word I want to use? It's kind of modern, but actually, rustic style to it. And then it has a miraculous medal as well. So most of the rosaries that I have and that I make have a miraculous medal. If a lot of the door rosaries don't, but the smaller ones do. So, so there's that. And I'm moving through these quickly, but it's just so that I can share share them with you, and then you can go look at them some more. And if you have questions, please let me know. If you watch this later and you have questions, just DM me. It may take me a minute to reply, but I will reply to you if you have questions. And then you can also ask me questions through the website. There's a way to communicate with me there as well. So. And then the last new door rose or pocket rosary that I just released is this one here. It's a sweet little, almost like a finger rosary that I call Ocean Waters, St. Benedict Ocean Waters. And the reason for Ocean Waters are just the beautiful colors. They're very serene and like things that you think would, I imagine being in the ocean, depending on where you are in the world, the ocean will look like probably one of these colors. And it's just gorgeous. These are beads, so not knots this time, but we have our St. Benedict medal and crucifix combination here. And just very, like it goes small. So this one definitely can go in your pocket. I will tell you, I haven't washed this one yet, so I'm not quite sure, but I'm sure it'll be fine once it comes out of the wash. But this is just a great little one. Again, if you're just wanting something small in your pocket, whether it's just to what I usually do with my pocket rosary, I may not be pulling it out of my pocket on a regular basis because I'm also wearing one. But you feel it in your pocket and it just makes me pause. And so, oh, thank you very much. I'm glad you like it. So it's just,
Like
that's what these are for.
that visual remind and that tactile. I love that thought that, just the feel of it, like you said, it connects to that sense that we have. That,
Right.
uh, we should be able to always feel the presence of God.
Yes. And so this helps us like with that
Mm-hmm.
connection. And yeah, I mean, that's a big thing for me is to have that. I'm a very visual person. And so that's why these are so meaningful to me and why I want to bring them to other people too, because we have so many other visuals out in the world that why don't we have one of these in front of us just to continually bring us back to where most of our hearts want to be. But we just get distracted by shiny objects or just daily life and we just have to bring us back. And so it's just part of your journey. That's the goal of these is add it as part of your journey. See where God takes you with them, because he'll take you somewhere if you let him. So
And you know what, everyone out there, what a special gift. We can all buy things from the secular stores that people may put on their gift list. But something like this, many of the products that you'll be seeing throughout the holiday shop, they're so unique and they really are the gifts of faith. They help to nurture someone's faith. And we know that's priceless to be able to give to somebody something that isn't just going to be used for a little while and discarded. It's something that they could use and maybe help them on their faith journey too.
absolutely, absolutely. And that's one of the reasons I make pocket rosaries, some with crucifix and some without crucifix, because so, I don't know where anybody is on their journey. I know where I started, and for me, this was a great start. And then as I progressed and through my journey, then I could take and um, appreciate more the crucifix. I mean, I've always appreciated it, but having it with me all the time was just something new for me, where in my pocket. And so you never know where somebody is. So if they need something that's a little less flashy, for lack of a better term,
Mhm.
um, to get them started on their journey, then that's beautiful. And that's where I want them to start, because everybody's in their own spot.
Perfect.
So, Just a couple more that I'd love to share. One of them, like I mentioned, that I usually am wearing a rosary on my wrist, and this is the runner's rosary. And you don't have to run. I always say you don't have to be a runner to use it or to wear it. You can just be, making dinner, or using it while you sit and on the bus or in your chair or wherever you're going. But this one, the beauty of this is, again, it's very durable. And this one has this really pretty gold simple cross again. And it has 11 beads. So it has your Our Father bead plus 10 Hail Mary beads. And this is my go-to rosary. And the reason why, again, I'm a very visual, but I'm also a very tactile person. So the beads move as I pray. So just even this morning, I had my eyes closed while I was praying the rosary. And while you can do it with your beaded rosaries and any other rosary that I make, for me, that simple act of moving it is very, very, I guess the word is satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, again, helps me connect more with each prayer and it's almost like checking off a list, for those of us who like to do that too. And then if you have, this one here is $35 US. And you can go find this out on the website. And all the beads that I have on here are, this one specifically, there's this beautiful caramel color, and they're called bayong. They're from the bayong tree. Hopefully, pronouncing that right. And these are trees that are in the Philippines, and that they come from, and they're just gorgeous, and they wear very well. This one I've only been wearing for a short while, but I have a couple of others that I've been wearing for years. And you can see on here that there is a protective coating on it. And after you wear it in the pool and in the shower and washing your hands and whatnot, that protective coating will come off, and you'll come to, get to the natural wood. And all you have to do to keep it, beautiful is you're putting some lotion on your hands, and all you do is you take that extra lotion and you rub it just like I did here, and just condition them a little bit every time you wear it or every time you're putting lotion on your hands, and it just keeps it nice and smooth for you.
Oh, wonderful.
So
How appealing that would be, because there's so many bracelets, Kathleen, that I don't wear a lot because
yeah.
I would have to take it off constantly, just because, my hands, I'm washing my hands, or I'm, doing dishes or something like that. And I feel like, oh, it's just going to, really in no time destroy the product.
Right.
But
And yeah, but that's my goal, is that because I'm the type of person who I'm just going to keep rolling through it. And so I want that to be what the products can do too for people. So yeah.
wonderful. I love the color too. I love that. Now, does that come in another color as
Right.
well?
Right now, so the other color, it did come in another color, but I'm sold out of that one right now. So this is what I have in stock. There's going to be a new Runner's Rosary coming out in 2025. So look out for that, and I will announce when that comes out. But this is the one that I have in stock. This bayong wood, in that's this nice, beautiful caramel color. So, and this is great. This is great for your athletes. It's great for your fidgeters. It's really just a beautiful thing. Last week, 2 weekends ago, I had a customer come up, and he bought one for his son who was getting ready to run a marathon, as a way for him to, just keep the cadence going through his run, which I thought was beautiful. So that was awesome.
Fantastic. And I love the curvature
Isn't that
of the cross itself, because it really almost molds to your wrist.
Yeah, and you can see where a lot of times it'll end up on my wrist, kind of on the bottom,
Mhm.
at the underneath. And so then if I'm typing on the computer, which I'm on the computer a lot, it's not getting in the way of typing. So I like that about it as well. There's lots of great benefits. I could talk about this thing all day.
Well, you see how much thought you put into these items when you're creating them. You know, you have probably so many ideas constantly. I can you have like a little notebook that you think, okay, this is an idea I'm gonna probably formulate in the near future, and thinking about the different elements of it, the different metals or the different beads or the different colors that you're going to use. So I think you're a very creative person. Obviously, we could see
Well,
that.
thank you. Thank you. What I will tell you a little bit about my process. So what if something comes to mind, I will go and make it. And if you were to come in my studio, I have rosaries all over because what I do is as I just make them and then I let them be in the space and I then will go back and I'll add something, remove something, change something. And then when it's time to release it, then it's time to let it go. So then that's part of my process. So it's kind of fun. So you're right. But I do have a notebook too that's has a lot of ideas that may or may not happen. We'll see. So I have one more, and this is not something I make. There are products in at knotsofgrace.com, including some mugs that like huge, awesome mugs that I have from a Georgia business here. But and then there's things like this little token, and this is kind of for your athletes again. But this is Saint Sebastian, and it's just a little token. Whether this is for your golfer in your life that needs a little marker for their golf ball, but then they also need, a little bit of, help from Saint Sebastian as well, some prayer help. This is for them as well. So it's just very sweet. I bought some of these for my daughter who plays lacrosse and for her teammates who are also in the faith and just as a nice little, again, reminder if it's in your pocket or somewhere and you come across it, it makes you pause.
Kathleen, you're the kind of person that I would go to tell you, okay, this is what I have in mind. Do you have any thoughts about it? Do you have any suggestions? I mean, that's amazing that and how clever, how beautiful. When you said that you really have a gift for everyone on your list, you weren't kidding.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much. I do. It's yeah, I think that there is something. I mean, sometimes it just takes a minute to think about what somebody needs, and then and that's one of the things I love. Like at the different shows, like the one that's coming up this weekend at Blessed Trinity High School. One of the things that I absolutely love to do is someone will come up and they're like, I need to get something for, let's just say my daughter. And then we just start going through the process together of, what is it that you're wanting to solve or, help her with? And, just kind of going through that. It's, it's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so fun and
And
gratifying.
what and doing here too, I'm sure Kathleen would welcome that if you kind of thinking about, oh, what might be the perfect gift for my granddaughter or my husband. Or Kathleen would be able to certainly give you a lot of selections of her creations that would be
Absolutely.
perfect fit.
Yeah. Right now, I will say that, so in terms of everything that's ready made on the website, I would happily help you find the right product for whoever is special. If you needed a custom item, those I have a pause on making custom items, given that it's the holiday season. So I have a pause until 2025. But whatever you see on the website, if you need to just have that extra little help, I'm happy to schedule a call with you if we need to, and talk through it as well. So feel free to reach out, DM me here on Instagram, reach out through the website. Join our Inner Circle of Grace community as well, and that way you get I send an email out every Monday, a little inspiration, and so then if a gift comes forward that you think about, you've got me in your inbox on Monday mornings, and you can go, oh my gosh, I need to ask Kathleen about that, and I would love to help you.
And
It's fun.
12%, right? That 12%
Yes,
off all
all
year if
year.
you're a member.
Yes,
Hmm.
all year. So, because you never know when you need a gift.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, but yes. So that's what I have to share. There's a lot of great, so many other beautiful products for everyone on your list, for every corner of your life. And, don't forget yourself too. Maybe, you need to put a stocking stuffer in for yourself if you think about it. If there's something that you want your partner, your spouse to give to you or your child to give to you, and you find something, there's always that. And then if there's something that you don't not sure about, I also have gift card options, digital gift cards on the website too, that you can buy a digital gift card and then they can come and shop for themselves.
Fantastic. And also on your website, which I thought was so helpful, you do have a holiday uh, shipping schedule.
Yes, I do. Yes, so that way I want to make sure you get these items in your home or wherever they need to go as soon as, long before Christmas comes. So I do have dates set for that. I can't remember what the one is for Advent, but it's coming up real soon. But for Christmas, I believe the 9th is right around that time frame, that if you get your orders in by that time, it's pretty good likelihood here in the US anyway that you're going to get your product, you're going to get your gifts in time. And one of the things I thank you for bringing that up, I wanted to mention is if you want to send these to someone as a gift and they're not nearby, I can send them directly to them. You can put in, when you're checking out, just in the notes section, write your gift note. I include those in the packages, and you can see on the website all of the items are actually gift wrapped when you receive them. They come in a white organza bag, and and then it has tissue paper around it already. So it's already gifted. It's already a little present. Whether you're receiving it for yourself or you're giving it to somebody else, you can always do that. So
Perfect. Perfect. I'm going to link not only your Instagram page down below after the live is through, but also your website. So that's going to be the go-to place.
yes,
And Kathleen, this has been wonderful. Thank you so much for coming and opening the holiday shop for 2024
it's my pleasure.
and giving a wonderful, wonderful discount, which I'll link below too. And I wish you a Merry Christmas
Thank you. You too.
and full of light and joy and happiness and good health and all of God's
Oh,
blessings.
thank you, Jude. And here's a mirror right back to you. So, yes, I hope all of that for you. Thank you so much. Thanks for allowing me to be here and to kick off the season.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Take care, everyone, and God's blessings.
All right. Bye bye.